Let me ask you something uncomfortable. You got the same 24 hours today as you did yesterday. And the day before that. So why does it feel like you're always behind? I used to think I just needed more hours. More days. A longer weekend. But the more I chased time, the faster it slipped through my fingers. Then I discovered something that changed everything. And it had nothing to do with waking up at 5 a.m. or color-coding a planner. It had everything to do with what I was doing between the tasks. Part 1. The real thief. Picture this. You sit down to do something important. Before you even start, you check one notification. Then you respond to a quick message. Then something else catches your eye. 40 minutes later, you're somehow watching a video about deep-sea fish. Sound familiar? Here's what nobody tells you. The problem isn't the distractions themselves. It's what they leave behind. Every time your brain jumps from one thing to another, it doesn't fully make the leap. A piece of it stays stuck on the last thing, like a browser tab you forgot to close. Researchers actually have a name for this cognitive residue. And it quietly drains your mental energy all day long. You're not tired because you worked hard. You're tired because your brain was constantly switching gears without ever fully arriving anywhere. Part 2. Your brain has a battery. Here's something your brain never told you. It has a daily energy budget. Every choice you make, what to eat, what to reply to, what to prioritize, costs a little of that budget. By the time you sit down to do the work that actually matters, the budget is already half spent on things that didn't. The fix isn't complicated. Get your intentions out of your head and onto paper. When you write down what you need to do, your brain stops looping it in the background like a broken record. It trusts that the information is safe. And suddenly, there's space to actually think. This isn't journaling for motivation. This is maintenance for your mind. Part 3. Stop planning lists. Start planning wins. Long to-do lists feel productive. They're not. They're anxiety in bullet point form. Your brain works best when it has a clear, small target. So instead of writing down everything you need to do, pick 3 things. Just 3. One that moves your biggest goal forward. One that keeps your life running. And one that fills your cup. Something small that reminds you why you're doing any of this. That's your whole day. Everything else is either bonus or background. When you win those 3 things, you don't just feel productive, you feel like the day had a point. And that feeling is what keeps you showing up tomorrow. Part 4. Rhythm beats willpower every time. Here's why pushing through never works long-term. Your brain isn't designed for a straight 8-hour focus marathon. It's designed for waves, periods of sharp focus followed by necessary rest. Elite performers across every field have known this for decades. They don't grind longer. They sprint harder, then recover fully. Work with that rhythm instead of against it. Do your hardest thinking when your energy is naturally high. When the dip comes, and it will, step away. Walk around. Let your mind breathe. You're not being lazy. You're recharging so the next sprint actually counts. Managing your time starts with managing your energy. You can't separate the two. Part 5. The 5-minute habit that changes everything. Most people end their day by collapsing. The most effective people end their day by pausing. 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Ask yourself, what actually got done today? What surprised me? What would I do differently? This isn't about judging yourself. It's about learning from yourself. Because experience alone doesn't teach you anything. Reflected experience does. That small habit, done consistently, compounds into something remarkable. You start noticing your patterns. You stop making the same mistakes. You begin to see clearly what deserves your time and what's just noise. In summary, you don't have a time problem. You have a clarity problem. And clarity is something you can build one intentional day at a time. Stop trying to do more. Start choosing better. Because a focused hour beats a frantic day every single time. If this hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And stick around, there's more where this came from.